Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be about prepping your hand for your state board. So for your practical exam, you know, if you're preparing your kit by yourself, then you're gonna have to prep your hand before you go to your exam, and that's what I'll be showing you today. Prepping your hand is big. So these hands are plastic hands, which just pretty much come with these, you know, empty nail beds. Like there's nothing on there, there's no tips, there's nothing, so it's just plastic all over. Even the nail bed is plastic. So what we're trying to do is to give this hand a more of a human feel. We wanted to have nails where we'd be able to put on our tips on, put on our acrylic, do a manicure on them. So in order to do all those services on them, the hand has to have some nails. So to prep our hand, we'll need nail tips, a nail file, glue, a nail clipper or scissors, whatever you prefer working with. We'll need those, and we'll need nail polish, and typically everyone uses a red. So we start with finding what size tips. Now these nail beds are not like the normal human nail beds. These are pretty wide. They're very, very wide. So typically, if you were gonna put a size 4 nail tip on someone, you're using a bigger size for this. So we're gonna start with measuring which one we can use. So at this point for the ring finger, I'm seeing that I would use a size 3. Usually, whatever you use on the ring finger, you would use on the index finger as well. So what we do is, you see how the nail tip has this little curve over here? We're gonna cut these edges. We're gonna cut these sharp edges and turn this into a U. So this turns into a U, so it fits right in the nail bed, okay? How we're gonna do that, we're just gonna snip off one end, snip off the other. So we cut off these two ends, and look what we have. We have this U, right? Now, what I would do is just quickly file it off to kind of just get rid of those angled edges here and there. We can fit that right in here. You see that? All right. So what I'm going to do is, now I'll take my glue. I'll put on quite a bit. So typically, you know how when we put a nail tip on clients, we're using very less glue. Well, we're putting this on the whole nail bed, and it's plastic. So we need enough glue for it to act as a nail. Be careful with your fingers. And then you just want to hold it because it takes some time. So, all right. Now our hand has a nail, okay? But we don't want that nail that long because we're giving it a natural nail shape. And that nail went flying somewhere. Okay. So, and of course, I'm just gonna go ahead and shape it. I always like that standard square with the rounded edges. So I was trying to look for a hand. I have a couple of these hands from, you know, my practice days and when I did my exam. So I found them and I was trying to look for one which I could prep for you guys. And of course, I was in a hurry and I'm like, okay. I started ripping the old tips off with the acrylic, and I did that, and it sliced right through my thumb. So please don't do that. Not a good idea. I learned the hard way. So, but it's fine. It wasn't too bad. It's just I freaked out because it was pretty deep. But it was because acrylic is almost like glass cutting through, right? Okay, so if you take a close look at this ring finger here, that's what we want to do to the whole hand. So we're going to pick different tips check out the different sizes, and we're gonna do that to all our fingers. There was one previous one over here, but I'm gonna shorten that because it's a little too long. This was one of my practice hands. So we're gonna do the tips on all the fingers, and then we're gonna come back and then we're gonna paint them. So till then, what you wanna do is, while I do this, you guys go into your little nail boxes, find the right sizes for your hand, and get to work with me. Now, if for the pinky it's harder for you to find, the right size, I would just, again, take the same one that I used for the ring finger and pretty much just shape it to the size of the pinky. So what I did is I cut the same size that I used for the ring finger and the index finger, which is a size 3 for your tip. And I just cut it, and I'm just gonna keep filing it till I get it to fit on my pinky. Because for some reason, the 4 is too small, the 3 is too big, so you just want to work with it. And perfect. So it worked. So that's all that you want to do. Once again, you're going to glue it. Just make sure, this is something you want to do days ahead of your exam. Don't wait till the last minute to do it, because it does take some work. It's not difficult to do it, but it's just some work. You want to be able to take a perfect hand to your test. For the index finger, the ring finger, and the pinky, I ended up using a size 3, and for the middle finger and the thumb, I'll be using a size 1. So just in case, so you don't have to sit down and do the measurements yourself, I feel that's useful information. So take notes. All right, guys, so the hand is all prepared now, the tips on all the fingers. And if you want to look at it closely, please excuse my mannequin's crazy cuticles. I had practiced with it a lot. So here you go. You see how this now looks like a regular hand with nails. You see the length, they're not too short where they're touching the skin or the tip, but at the same time they're not too long, so they're easy to work with. So that's the length you want to go. Okay, so now to finalize and to get your hand fully prepped, what we're going to do is we're going to do the red nail polish on the hands, and then you're all good to go. And here is my client's beautiful hand, and all painted and ready to start a special service. Make sure you put it in a safe place so that you don't misplace it before your exam or it doesn't get ruined. If you end up painting on the on the sides of the nails or the sides of the fingers, keep a Q-tip and nail polish remover so you can just clean off the edges. You're able to do that at the exam as well when you paint for your services. So you can do whatever you need to make your hand look all nice and pretty. So if you like this video, please subscribe, share, and comment, and like. And if you have any questions, comment down below and I will answer anything you have. The next video will be on how to do your practical exam and be doing the actual services. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay safe. Take care. Bye. Bye-bye.